It says going live, but it's like, oh, it says you're live. Okay. Okay, before I got to this point where it says going live or you're live, okay, it just said now you're actually live. So I have no idea how much of previous diatribe was recorded there. And I'm not going to go repeat it all. Just suffice it to say, for any of you that are new to this, and most of you are, there's very few people that really know what they're doing right up front. And I'm representing the public sector of people that are batshit crazy, don't know what the fuck they're doing, and trying to get involved in here. You got a huge team of people in the background want to make your stuff work. So trust in the system. Oh, dangerous words, right? Okay, before I get too far into the, what would you call it, the controversial stuff, if I even get that far, I want to do a shout out to my friend and my, what would you call it? Not really a follower, but one of my colleagues and participants on YouTube that runs under the name Illuminat Matrix. And I'm going to post the link right now into the chat. It's similar to the Facebook setup, but it's a little bit different, and I got slightly different parameters to work with. It's taken a little getting accustomed to. There's new controls and other controls here that I'm not familiar with, but we're learning. So we're trying to set that up. Participants, David DeVita. Okay, so there's me, right? Okay. Pop out chat. Oh, so we got a separate chat window I can throw over into the side here, which makes it a little easier. And gives me more room to work on other stuff. Okay. It's very interesting. Oh boy. Hopefully that didn't fuck up. Oh boy. Include screenshot. It says send feedback, but this wasn't what I was trying to pull up. Okay, I'm back. So today, June 12th, technically my customary, as according to the, what do they call it? Legal name document shit. And according to friends and family, today, June 12th, is my birthday. And I actually woke up today feeling like shit at 2:12 p.m. I just thought the numbers were kind of cute. Forced myself to go for a bike ride. Now, my friend at Illuminat Matrix made a comment about, I haven't heard any, about 5 hours, 6 hours ago. Haven't heard any of your live streams on YouTube for a while. Wondering what you're doing. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing as well as anyone else. Life sucks. It's a shitty fucking clusterfuck. There's a lot of hope. We all remember back in the day when we started certain things that we're doing that we even wonder, did we dream it? We had such visions for the world. We've seen great restoration taking place. We saw the solutions firsthand. It's hard to describe that to anyone. So without the feedback of the other people in the crew, and for the record, Jit, because you know who you are. I know you follow some of my work, and hopefully you can get copies of it. I seen some of your comments. Some of them got all clusterfucked. I know it wasn't you, and some of them was you. And lately, I've been getting some of the message coming through that I know is the original crew. So I'm really encouraged by that. I'm lifting some of the blockades and things that I've set up in some of my accounts. It looks like I'm locked into a particular account right now, and it's been the most stable now, I think, going on for 2 years. A lot of the problems I have had in the past with regard to chronic pain and my wrists seem to be recovering. I've still got other issues, just like everyone does. We all do. It's some of the mental stuff we have to endure when we wake up to the state of affairs in our world. can be more unbearable than the chronic pain we feel from actual physical injury and trauma. So, because I haven't been on YouTube for quite a little while now, it's been, I guess, probably a couple months maybe. I'm going to repeat some of what I've mentioned on Facebook, because I'm running a lot of Facebook live stream. It's super fast and easy, but based on what I went through tonight with YouTube Studio, it looks like we're on par. So right now it's a matter of what's the platform available, where's the most bandwidth available, and I'll choose that platform. I'm trying to integrate, or because it's not just me, but part of my intention is to integrate my YouTube live streams with the Facebook live streams and my Pinterest, because I don't know if they got live stream video yet. I should take a look. A number of the accounts that I've been in where we didn't have that, in fact, text was almost impossible back in the day, is now common in all of them. So we're seeing that funnel, filter, cascade, flow system of updates going on according to the paradigm of the continuous deployment, continuous development, progressive development. There's a number of key phrases we have for the to describe some of the paradigms. So to bring you up to date, I guess I'll just pass on the weed for a second and the cigarettes so I can concentrate. I smoke excessively every time I get online and when I get in conversation. When I'm on my own, on the bike, or walking in the forest, or deep in meditation, and I don't mean like, meditation, it's a walking meditation. I get very involved in certain things when there's no distractions or noise beyond the natural. When I hear horns honking, people screaming and yelling, there's something unnatural about the whole situation. It just goes up as a red flag for me. If I haven't mentioned it to whoever admins the 166,000 subscribers, 1.66 thousand subscribers on the Illuminatrix channel. I have no idea who you are, honestly, but I see you showing up all over the place in the most weirdest fictional situations where, and tonight, when I got your message, it said 5 hours ago, it touched me. I was super pleased to hear that. It made me feel like, well, it's the reason I'm doing this video right now. So for what it matters, you're the reason I'm doing this video. And then when I got setting it up, some of the little issues I had to go through and resolving, well, you know how it goes, all the, so there's a lot of stuff we have to go click, 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 click. Okay, research on that. I think I was sitting there, not sure if I was live or not, for about 40 minutes before I can see it now. And if I go on YouTube, or Facebook, generally I can see my live stream happening as I'm doing it. So I'm going to take this now and put it into my Facebook. Now, if I had screen share, and I don't know if I got that here. What's this? Oh, I want to hit that. I'm able to create highlight. Unable to add stream marker. Let's share it. Okay. It doesn't look like I have screen share on the YouTube. And when I paste it into Facebook, it's showing up as it's not built yet. Like it's not there. And if I go and click the link that I put in Facebook, I'm going to have to end this video real soon. Nature's calling. It brings up another window of exactly what I got with the live chat. I guess trying to set up another live stream. Okay, so I'll kill that. Yeah, so I've been riding bike a lot. I had all the childhood accidents you have when you learn to ride a bike again. They say once you learn, you never forget, but I did forget. I did the pull a wheelie, flip down on your back, and go, ah! Oh, I can still breathe. Glad I didn't hit my head too hard, but then again, you never know. Um, then I got a mountain bike. When I was going down the mountain, brakes are a little tight. Hit the front one a little too much. Going too fast for my own skill level. Again, do a little over the wheelie handlebar thing. Hit the ground. As I hit the ground, I see the bike fly over top of my head. I know I must have tumbled, but it happened so fast. Unfortunately, I just got a cracked rib in the back, one in the front, fucked up my shoulder. All the scars on my face here seem to have healed. I still got a little tenderness in my jaw here where I smacked the side of my face, my nose. Just tonight, I was eating and I bit the side of my cheek in here, so my mouth is really sore right at the minute. I've been feeling really weak, lethargic, and somewhat that far from going into depression again. This time, not because of things like the police and then justice and everything. I mean, that's not that it's gone out of the way. It's I've learned to deal with that in a way that makes sense to me. But suddenly I start getting these funny pains back that I haven't had since I was a teenager. And it was from overtraining back then. Muscle enzyme count went really high, and it's almost the same as having the flu, which brings up the issues of the pressure I'm getting here to, oh, you got to get the flu virus shot, that COVID-19. It's like, I'm sick of all this COVID shit. At the same time, I'm in love with the lockdown, especially of the forest where they're closing it out, and I'm watching less and less people in the forest and more people that care about the forest. So I'm seeing less people in the forest. Oh, I got to say this. Hang on. When the lockdown first started, suddenly there's a huge amount of people there. And when I went out investigating, most of them were from out of town. I met a cop recently in Niagara Falls. That's kind of weird. I was actually speaking without going ballistic, but he was actually pretty decent, especially since he actually seemed really balanced. And he was equally as upset as I was about the number of people from out of town coming to what he referred as our forests. Oh, so you live in the area? Yeah. I'd like to see more local people here. And I said, well, do we got any preference to local people parking over people from out of town? Like, why aren't the people from out of town paying? This is our land. He goes, I know, I hear you. But look, I don't make the laws. And as far as I know, there's nothing we can do about it. I said, is there anything you can suggest to the public, to someone like myself, that maybe we could do? He says, if there was, I'd tell you. But I felt his angst about what he's seeing happen in our local forests, in our local wildlands. And as great as it is to see all the hikers and people out there enjoying nature, I'm concerned about the damage it's doing to the land. At the same time, I've met a number of people out there that are doing photography. They've got specific agendas in mind to bring attention to what's happening out there in the last remaining greenlands and healthy wetlands of our society. Places that most people just, whatever. Oh, it breeds bugs and this. There's a huge lack of knowledge when it comes to the environment and to nature and to what makes us healthy. I'm trying to keep this addressed to the comment I got earlier that inspired the video. You were hoping that I'm in good health and doing well. Haven't heard from you in a while. I'm not sure how to respond to that, because on the one hand, 911, no, I'm not doing good, but I'm only just realizing how shitty I'm doing, because I'm doing a hell of a lot better than I have for a long time. In spite of all my injuries and stuff, I've been out on the bike. I've been getting to family and friends, visiting people, talking more, feeling more sociable, less angry about things, and more focused on, well, if we can get this, and this done, if everyone knew that bit of information, you know what? Maybe assume that people are a lot smarter than they are. Whoa. The beauty of live stream, you can't take it back, right? I'm trying now to, instead of assuming people are so fucking stupid as a general mass, because of recent events, where for the first time since I've been here in like 8 years now or so, I've met more people from my local community, including police, that care about the forest, that have actually spoken about the forest with passion, as if I was saying it myself. And to holy fuck. That would be that's the ultimate birthday present for me. To know that everyone cares again. Netflix put out a thing tonight on Last Drop of Water. On my Facebook page, I got Casball Snowden. Water is life. Support our watersheds. Hang on, what does it say? Our water protectors. So, in line with that, I've been patrolling the forest on a bicycle by trying to get fit, because back in March I could hardly walk. My legs had gotten so bad. I got in front of the computer. I started watching TV. I started to become the vegetable couch potato. I forgot my dream. I forgot my focus. And it's hard to have one. And there's so many issues that are plaguing us constantly, especially as we age. Or is that really the case? Had a lot of time for introspective reflection. I got this devilish little urge to bring up the Disney stuff with Selena Gomez again. In my head, I've got an entire composite story put together that I'll call it my dream, my story flow. This is pine tar. I got it from a white pine tree. It's about 5 days old. I've been chewing this almost continuously between meals to help cut down cigarettes, but as you can see, it's only marginally effective. But it does help with that need to chew all the time, which I think is really good for the teeth ultimately. I watch the people around me suffering the same maladies of getting old, getting tired, getting gray, lethargic, feeling tired all the time. Maybe it's we need iodine. Maybe it's we need this. Maybe it's we need that. But if I suggest we just need a lot more forest and peace on earth, yeah, you got to be realistic. I've got other people texting me on my tablet telling me that I need to return to God. I never left Earth. So if they're talking about some other God, I don't know what the fuck they're babbling about. But yeah, we all need to return to the source, right? We ain't gonna live if we're not in harmony with Earth. That, to me, is it. You know, where's my head at? Well, it kind of sums it up. Earth first. We worked on Earthship Solutions for a number of years. We've worked on the Earthos, Harmony Systems, code web development. I'm still in web code development. Anyone that's doing this, anyone that's doing live streams in any local community right now, on par above what I'm doing. That's live stream development. That's web development, internet development. communications, front wave. Now on YouTube, on Facebook, I've just recently opened up the chat so that as I go live, other people can get the link while it's live, like while I'm doing it, and interact. Now, I only activated that a couple days ago, and I'm only online a couple days a week now. Usually Sundays. Sunday evening at 6 on is supposed to be the time when I'm here. I've been a little bit tardy on that lately, so I think those of the crew that's going to know what to do, that's supposed to relink. Once upon a time, we all knew who we were. I miss that crew. I had a lot of fun during that period. It gave me the greatest hope. When I felt everything was dead, I think that's what got me through the initial shock of what happened with the police. Then when that died away, my wrists went offline. I ended up almost completely disabled for about 3-4 years. And in incredible fucking pain. I remember sitting here for hours and hours and hours a day sometimes, just waiting for the tingling to go away so I could. It tingled so bad in my hands, I couldn't undo the zipper to my pants to take a piss. That's led to all kinds of different problems. I'm still trying to recover from that with the different routines each day of trying to keep clean enough while still not overdoing it, while living in a weird environment, doing research, experimentation, and not forgetting what it's all for. And there are times where I feel completely overloaded. And how good it is to know there's other people out there that can resonate with that. I've worked on bringing in a story to incorporate the whole global community. The Earth OS operating system, the Earth of Us, phonetic iMeshmorph systems, the Dardanian language, Dardium, Chromium, Chrome, the polish. We make you look good. Key words, key phrases. The key is twin flame paradigm. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of shit we can babble. But at the end of the day, how do we deliver? And is it our job to deliver? Many people take credit for some of the great architectural wonderments that mankind has put together on this earth. And yet the name that goes with it generally had nothing to do with building it other than they financed it. Who really did it? It's time for us to take a different look at the way we're doing things and realize, what do we need as individuals? What does our heart want? So when you ask how I'm doing there, I'm still trying to figure out what my heart wants beyond the obvious. I think I know, but I won't know until I experience the full manifestation of it. And in doing that, we're creating a game system, Destiny. Cross-platform integration for seamless communication. Jit and Kesbal, I found you in my Facebook stream. Just so you know, I'm trying to reestablish contact along with Patty Walking Turtle. Dave and Tara already linked back in. Tristel already linked back in. I figured through those contacts, I'm hoping to be in touch with the entire Six Nations community, First Nations community, and all the Indigenous people of Earth globally. I already have contact with the United Nations of Artists around the world, as through the Yanni channel. Peter Gabriel and Selena Gomez, we got the green light on each one of them with the right-hand strip. Those in Code Web DevOps, you already know what that means. Since I seen, like I got the visual on, I'm getting the feedback. Okay? As far as you need to take it. All right, something's wrong. I'm going to light a second smoke. Psychops, tell me what's wrong with me. I did have a couple of big bangs on my head when I wiped out. And I honestly haven't felt proper. I was speaking to my mother tonight when I went over to visit. Keep getting these cloudy periods where I just, like, I start thinking something, I got it all, and then gone. And I have these moments. It was really bad this afternoon for a wee bit. It seemed to clear up a bit when I got home, and it's starting to happen again now. So I'd be really interested for some feedback on that. Hopefully we've answered your questions. Look forward to talking with a number of you online again soon. And like from the beginning, I was always hoping to meet with you guys in person. And just so some of you know, there's some of you, I got a message. Jit, one of her messages came up in kind of an obscure manner as I was setting up this live stream just now. Now, I blocked her because it was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? What the fuck is this? Like, it was like, everything was good, and then all of a sudden I get this like clusterfuck of crap that doesn't add up. Like the responses and everything just didn't match. But there was a lot of that happening across the board for a while for a lot of us, where we really wondered, is that person getting the message we're sending? And it looks like in a lot of cases there was some third-party interference, man-in-the-middle crap. So as I started getting some of the messages, it goes, oh, okay, that fits the original personality. Well, I got some of those messages tonight, and she was very direct about it. And unlike a lot of the later messages, the language didn't seem to be a problem. It was all fucked up just like mine is. Back in the day, the way we were typing, it was all phonetic, right? So just basically, I'm quite angry with you. It's like, how dare you just bring us all to this state and then just leave us and dump us like this? I didn't do that. There were channels where I had to block input signals from people that were pretending to be some of you characters that weren't. And the messages were so fucking ridiculous. No matter what I did, it wouldn't help. So I just blocked them. I had dozens of accounts on different platforms, and I had to work through all of them trying to stay in touch. And eventually I just couldn't keep up, and poof, it was all gone. And the last little while, one after the next, each one of you have been coming back into the circle. We've been reconnecting. So I'm looking forward to, as you said, a big reunion coming up soon. We worked so hard for fucking so long, and a lot of us thinking we'd never get through it. Or at least that's how I felt. I even wonder now sometimes, there are days when the health is just not happening. Since March, I've been steadily improving until about 5 days ago, where I started to take a crash, getting little tingles here and there on my wrists again. Smacked my elbow so many times. I cracked my ribs now a couple of times, front and back. A few bangs on the head. Overexposure to the sun. Massive tick bites. I got no less than 2 really good ones in my ass where I think I got it. But the head stayed in, and I've been still trying to pick it out. But when you can't see your ass and you don't have a friend there to fucking grab it out, good luck. So you do what you can with what you got, right? And that's the state of affairs is where we're at right now. Stream. I'm probably going to do one on Facebook as well. So anyway, look me up on Facebook. The account that I'm doing this in right now is, it's the same name account as I got in Facebook, except that you'll see I've got a fetish. You'll see it when you see my picture because it doesn't look like me at all. Well, it is me, but it's a long time ago. We change as we grow up. Grow incognito. Neato. Okay. What day is this? Saturday, June 12th. This is the Saturday Flow report on YouTube for my story. I am now ending the stream. For more data and information, check us out on Facebook or Pinterest. Till next time, I'm Dave the Barn Boy. Earth first, everyone.